be accompanying RRQ Akira in the upper brackets of Group D. We are back to bring you more Mobile Legends Bang Bang M4 World Championship action. I am Eterna, and together joining with me today is Connie as well as Gideon. Now, before we start our next match, let's thank our official sponsors. M4 is powered by Moonton, presented to you by TikTok, the official content partner. Supported by Secret Lab, the official gaming chair, and Esports Charts, our analytical partner, Genk. Our official merchandise partner, MeWatch, our media partner, and last but not least, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy of the Republic of Indonesia. Without your continuous support, the M4 World Championship will not be possible and would not be as great as it is today. Now, Goni, Gideon, starting with Goni, how are we feeling about this next upcoming match?
I personally feel, I can't wait.
Okay.
Right? Because that's my middle name. But again, the Valley, Team Hak, the champion from Malaysia, and as well as the Valley and a rep. It's going to be very interesting, Gideon, to see the clash of styles that these team will bring.
Look, I'm known as the person who likes to sit on the fence a lot, the one who likes to look at both sides. But today of all days is going to be really important because one of these teams are going to be going into the upper brackets. We're not sure which one it is going to be. So hopefully you guys stick around. Let's have a look at today's schedule to keep you up to date in case you didn't catch up to what is happening here at M4.
Okay, we're moments away of checking out today's schedule. Remember, we still have 2 matches ahead of us today, starting with Team Valley as well as Team Hak.
So it's going to be a very interesting. Can Team Hak bring the momentum? Because earlier, they were up against S11 Gaming and they won that match in a very convincing fashion as well.
And even when we're thinking about Hak right now, the Valley is still an imminent threat coming in from the West. I mean, with no doubt in my mind, this is going to be an exciting battle, but a lot of it is going to be handled in the draft. And I think today's games, especially, the draft has been predetermining a lot of these victories, whether it be for RRQ Akira or even S11.
We had a little interview with Carl Teasy earlier before, and he said that he'd rather meet Team Hak. So he's kind of, on your side here. But I can't say that there aren't a lot of supporters in the audience who want the Valley to go up and stay in that upper bracket position.
Well, it's just a classic West versus East, so it is going to be a very interesting match. But, Gideon, any perhaps last thoughts here before we jump into more analysis?
Well, I mean, my last thoughts is you definitely know what I'm going to be leaning more towards.
I don't.
I'm going to try. We'll bring that up later. We're going to follow the script here. We're going to bring that up later when the graphics are ready. But just to keep you guys up to date, the M4 Pass is already available. You can complete all activity tasks and you'll reach level 75 at ease and for free. So log in now. Exclusive rewards like the Beatrix Light Chaser and everybody wants the Beatrix Stellar Brilliance. I've seen a couple of people play it in my ranked games. Crazy, and the M4 Beatrix figurine are all awaiting you. So use the hashtag MLBB M4 and hashtag Mobile Legends Bang Bang, hashtag Dare to be great, so that we know who's going to be, getting the figurine at the very least.
Okay, that's something that we can guess to see who is going to be able to get that figurine, because I myself want to do that. But Goni, have you been using your guest coins in game?
Well, I have been using it. I don't know if it's accurate or not because a lot of crazy matches occurred. But M4 Guest is now live, so join the guest from December 26th till the 15th of January to get up to 10,000 Pass EXP, which would be enough to upgrade the pass by 10 levels. Don't miss it out, and don't forget the hashtags Mobile Legends Bang Bang, MLBB M4, and Dare to be great.
Now, going back into the game, right? Team Valley and Team Hak. Ooh. Both of these teams are the rising stars from their respective regions, and it's insane to see them collide once again on stage. And I think you mentioned a clash in a playstyle here, Goni. Would you care to elaborate on that?
Team Hak, right? They are quite served for it, very disciplined, and crazy picks as well. But the Valley, what they like to do is just go at it, perhaps towards the mid game, towards the late game, then they will perform.
And on that note, we are going to see the official team lineup from the Valley. We have Hoon, Fried Chicken, Basic, Mobazane, and Big Brother Super Shark.
The Valley continues to perform as much as they can. They've suffered one loss so far, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to hit back harder, faster, stronger than any other team here, and they just begging, making people anticipate their next move.
Looking to move mountains here in M4, please welcome the Valley all the way from North America.
Oh, we're missing Zane. Where is Zane? But on that note,
Zane?
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there he is.
Come on, he knew what he was doing. He wanted the crowd. He knew that he was going to come out at some point.
looking tall, looking fresh as well. The Valley looks to go into the Land of Dawn with the same gameplay, same page.
But on the flip side, their opponents are going to be none other than Team Hack from Malaysia, Gideon.
With Mon, Lola, Panda, Gary, and Min as the main five. They're looking to make their name here at M4. And if they can take down the Valley, that's just one more step to getting a higher result here at the World Championship.
Our very own Cinderella story of M4 in the making. Introducing Team Hack all the way from Malaysia.
My goodness, Team Hag is ready with the flag as well. And I gotta say that Gary in M4, he has played splendidly.
Wait, did Team Hawk just bring in a drum? The last time when they played, they didn't have a drum, and this time they're not losing to RRQ fans, even though they're not even playing this time round.
You're right. I mean, the hype is definitely felt here in the audience. And I think you guys need to experience it for yourselves. Come on over to Bali United Studio. But on that note, we're going to take a look at the talents predictions before the keys to victory. And man, only Shamilo.
Your
Team
fellow
Hack.
brethren.
Look, to be fair, he's from Malaysia. It's understandable that Malaysians want to support Malaysians here, but this is a really important game, and I can definitely understand that a lot of people are going to be leaning towards the Valley. Hold up, Ranger Oma. Yo, what's up with the Indonesians today, man? Is this why he was like telling me, like, yeah, Team Hawk at the backstage?
I guess.
Perhaps, and we can see here on your screen the
Valley,
NACT boys, Valley dude. Spam, but now, take a look on the flip side.
Look, we play it humble, we keep it
Praying.
clean. We don't say Yipompe for no reason. We pray, we make sure we stay humble here. But this is an extremely stressful match, and I cannot imagine what both of these teams are feeling. But let's look at the keys to victory for the Valley.
Well, securing basic zero, pick and farm early. Why? They play around a lot for basic, and I feel like that is going to be the main points here from side of the Valley.
I had to say that they're gonna play around Mobazane as well, because usually when we see Super Shark, there's a reason why he's called Big Brother Shark, right? Because he's always there to protect his fellow teammates. And I'm wondering if that Matilda pick is gonna come out. And if so, Team Hack definitely has that opportunity to ban that away from him.
Yeah, but this is interesting, right? When we're looking at specifically roamers, right? It's Super Shark up against Min and Man here, because they have this natural connection to each other, and a lot of it comes down to whether or not Lolita is going to be obtained by Super Shark. The last time we saw Lolita denied from him, he ended up picking up Matilda, which in and of itself really depends on how the team can coordinate.
Well, I guess patience is a virtue, and I guess Team Hack should play patiently against a team like the Valley. And again, prioritizing wave clear to control the map, and as well as creating space. Now, Min and Man, what do you think about him? Those two, Gideon? You're from Malaysia.
They naturally work well with each other. However, there are times, and remember, keep in mind, this is a best of one. A lot of cheese strategies and a lot of, off-lane picks are going to start coming up more often during this time. And I think with Min and Man, they definitely like to spice things up. The last time we saw Eudora, which doesn't happen too often, but let's see the audience predictions, and that's what I want to see, Malaysian support. But the split overall for both of the regions, still very, very, very 50-50 here.
Very balanced indeed between the Malaysian team and as well as the NA rep here. But my goodness, what a... Well, I want to hear live comments. You guys at home, who are you rooting for?
Yeah, are you Team Valley or are you Team Hack here? As it is going to give us a clue to whoever wins this, who's gonna accompany RQ here in the upper brackets, right? This is the match to solidify who is gonna be up there. And remember, although nobody's going to get eliminated here in the group stage, it is still important, as well as it's also important to see who's 1, 2, 3, 4, but I can't even hear myself talk. The support is insane from both of the regions. You can see the Valley, the mass support, Assassin Dave, Mirko Arashi, they're even sitting over there. What do we think about this, Gani?
Remember, this is just the knockout. This is just the group stage. I can't wait for the knockout stage.
Hey, at this point, I'm just wishing that Mobile Legends was, you know, a 5v5v5 so we can get our RQ fans, Valley fans, and Team Hawk to really make the stage shake. But it's time. Let's jump into the draft.
We can see Team Hack on the blue side as well as the Valley on the red. And so far, 2 bans have already been set in stone. Kaja, Martis being banned away by Team Hack, whereas from the Valley, we have the Fanny as well as that Diggy ban.
A lot of Primo bans, but that Diggy ban here, Gideon, it seems like respects the Valley. They are trying to set things up. Perhaps, potentially, we might see an Atlas split pick here.
No, you're absolutely right here, Gani. This is something that, you know, this is something that Team Hawk is known for, especially for Min. He's turned games around with the Atlas before, but it's not something that I feel like the Valley doesn't know about, right? So they want to open up more options. The question is, do they want to deny options or open up the field even more? I think this is the decision, to open up that field, to make sure that Super Shark feels as comfortable as possible. Even if he doesn't get the Lolita, at the very least, he's looking for those hard engages or maybe even disengages.
But on that note, you're right? There's so many heroes that are still opened up here. The Valley, now I'm lost. Now I'm lost in my train of thought. I was gonna say the Valley and the Hawk, but what I meant to say was the glue is still opened up for grabs. The carry, the Valentina, so many options here, and because of this glue being banned, Team Hack, they're gonna have the first to choose, but the 1-1 is their priority.
All right.
Looking at this, I personally feel like the Valley will open up Lolita for Shark and possibly can Valentina work here? The Eve! We forgot about the Eve.
Look, I was gonna say, would the Valentina work here? I was like, we don't really see too much of it just yet, and you don't really want to draft around it. It's something that Malaysians are very comfortable with, and especially with the Valley, I think they're gonna stick to their own game plan regardless, right? But now, looking at 2 really powerful ults here, the Eve and as well as the Lolita. We saw previously in Echo's matchup, when you have something like Valentina, you don't necessarily have to take, you know, the Yuzong ult to get access to multiple abilities. A Numenon Blast could really set the pace of the game.
Here you go. Guess now with the Eve and Lolita, just like you said, it's a very heavy ult, but then again, they need level 4. So I guess they will wait it out perhaps after first hurdle. Before first hurdle, they need to manipulate the wave so they can get level 4. But Team Hack, after some time, they have responded with a Kadita pick and as well as Dairo's pick. Now, I personally like the Kadita. Why? It just adds more spice and crowd control.
I mean, it's a two-way sword, right? It's a double-edged sword. We've seen the Kadita do wonders, but on the other side, it has failed if you can't be able to get that early game snowball. But with now the Akai being picked up for the Valley, it still sets precedent that they may have an upper hand when it comes down to those neutral objective takes. Now we are entering the second phase of the ban and picks. The Cho is going to be eliminated. Now, Team Hack, what do you think they're going to be banning next?
Look, if I had to judge the trios that we are seeing on board right now, and we have to compare the jungler specifically, I would say the Valley definitely has a significant advantage because I'm expecting Dairoth to go into that jungle. Yes, it is flexible, it can go into the EXP lane, and that's something that Team Hawk really needs to think about because Boba Zane has been performing relatively well. We haven't seen enough of him yet to boost up his stats, but expect his average KDA to change.
I personally agree with you. I mean, Akai itself is just a good hero, prominent hero to securing that neutral objective, and in the hands of Zane, it's just so efficient yet so effective. And now Hawk, they are looking to limit the option for the marksmen. I expect them to ban out the carry last, but the Valley, their game plan is also straightforward. They want to limit crowd control because remember that Kadita is already there, so they do not want to add more with the Cho, with the Franco. They banned it out, and yeah, as expected, carry banned out.
You're right. I didn't realize that the carry was survived up until this second phase. I would have thought that someone would have taken it in that first phase, and I'm excited to see what that next pick was from the side of the Valley to see exactly how they're starting to round things up. But it is a Grok, and this Grok is also flex potential.
Yeah, I think Rock is really, really smart of the Valley to deny Team Hawk, because I was thinking, okay, there's only a couple of things that really work out specifically for Hawk to counter this particular composition, and Grok came up to mind, even Cho, but that's arguable, and I really love the simplicity of that Grok. So well done to the Valley. They're looking really good right now. Whoa, the change of pace!
Both teams, they're sticking to what they know best, right? With the Hilda being picked up, denying that as well away from the Valley. This is interesting, right? So who is going to be able to pressure that lane in that jungle, realizing that the Valley still has one more pick up, and it should be the gold lane. It sounds like the Iritel. So they're trying to counter the 1-1 in that lane, and they also have the Lolita to counter the 1-1 as well.
Very clear that the side of the Valley, they want to go front to back, right? I mean, that Grok, it doesn't have to build tank. Remember, we saw a lot of high-end Dry's Grok, so with Lolita, and as well as Akai, who will definitely build tank, my guess is that Grok will build high damage.
I don't know. This game is stressing me out, man. I feel my voice just lock up in my throat. Both teams are phenomenal at what they do. They are champions for a reason, but only one of them gets to go to the upper bracket.
And we'll see who it is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, are you Team the Valley or are you Team Hack? Put your predictions in the comments section as we are moments away of getting into the land of Dawn. But Gani, predictions before we get in.
Personally, looking at the composition, I'm gonna go with the Valley.
Okay, we'll wait for Gideon later, but ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight into the land of Dawn to see who will claim the next upper bracket seat.
Let's jump right on into it. As we saw, as we were jumping into the land of Dawn, Grok is already slowing down and actually helping Moba Zane with a quick leash of his own. But slowing down that mid lane, specifically Kadita.
Oh, I'm actually quite surprised.
This is becoming our staple strategy at this point.
So lane swap is going to happen here, and when we see that going against one another, who do you think has
the side of Gary? But I do want to point out that Munin Blast can be cancelled out and in reach with Kadita, right?
Yep.
Later
and I think,
on.
Well, that's only later on. For now, it's all about the laning phase, right? Min should survive here. Okay, he is alive. Now, the laning phase, I definitely thought that Lola was going to play a big part in trying to take out this Grok overall, but Fried Chicken can definitely play a little bit more passive and focus on clearing those waves. So I think Team Hawk switching up these lanes actually is very beneficial because Dairoth naturally has a way to get on top, regardless if she is using Queen's Calling and trying to get on out of there.
You can kind of see that happening. I mean, look at the way that they're positioning there in that bottom side. Iritel forced, because Dairoth is just a huge nuance in that early game because of that base damage that he has.
Yeah, that's not all. This upcoming turtle is going to be quite the battle. I'm not sure if Team Hawk is going to look to contest it or whether or not they look to punish bottom side.
Let's see though, Moba Zane and Min, every member from the side of the Valley except for the goal winner is in the vicinity. Min trying to pressure Man, finds the Petrify and finds the first blood. Pride will go down. Gary will not be able to steal that one as back towards the backside, but not enough damage to take him down just yet.
Really?
Yeah.
It just really nicely played overall. I mean, Team Hawk understanding, and especially Gary understanding that he just has to try and contest it. Wait, Min, is he dead here?
Yeah, no sprints. I guess he will not be able to escape as Zane will collect the kill, but bot side. Woo.
Okay, so he dies on purpose to try and delay it. We already see that Basic is taking a bad trade, forced to push back, and therefore they're sending Hoon as well as Super Strike to actually compensate for the wave pushing down bot. Therefore, I'm guessing Team Hawk is most likely going to just focus on that farm, look to get the Lethal Wander, and then start pressing their advantages down on top side. But they notice there's no farm there. They can't do anything. The Valley is not one step ahead.
Well, taking a look at the emblems here, again, it's just standard. And the way I see things, even though that the turtle went towards the hands of the Valley, not much of a advantage that they got.
Look, it's a slow start, but it's going to snowball out of control. We've seen this many times with many different teams. It's going to go back and forth. It really comes down to a decisive fight. And I don't think the Valley is going to take it this early on until they get those first items.
So right now, Min is being a huge nuisance to Mobazin there. I don't know how effective he is right now because he's not far behind Gary, but in the bottom side.
The dire potential jumps in. 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye, Basic. Gary will pick up the kill, and on top of that, he will get extra goal. But now they re-engage from the Valley. They should not commit to this. I'll take a look at this 3v1. Super Shark will go down next. The Valley, they really need to be careful on this one.
Yeah, they cannot disrespect the Dairoth, and especially with the armor shred, it makes it so easy for someone like Ling to quickly cut down someone as tanky as Super Shark, who naturally has the base health as well as armor to protect himself.
Top side, everything. White Chicken, 1 HP. He gets taken down, but now Turtle Fight Gary gets low. He will be forced out of that vicinity. We'll see, can he make the steal? Zane, Shark is already on that turtle. 2,000, but he will not make it, as Zane will find the second turtle.
They're doing well. So far, the Valley continuing to control the tempo for now. And yes, bottom side is on the loss. However, I did see Lola. He first item blade a Heptases. What a mad lad. He really wants to kill Basic here. So now the Valley is trying to unlock him from that bottom side. Maybe find some gold elsewhere on the map. No, still sticking to bottom side.
Seems like Panda is farming relatively well. Lola sends a danger. Shark with the stun. Hoon as well. Here combination comes in. Real revelation, but take a look at the damage. Shark, low HP. He will not fall, and it will be Lola. 3-on-1 is a little just too much, and Lola suffers a death outside.
But remember here, Team Hack does have an advantage in those side lanes, so they are going to have a little bit more map pressure than the Valley for the moment. And you can already see the health in that tower in the top side, where Team Hack, they're looking to get another one. But look at the delay coming in from White Chicken. He's trying to do his best to delay it. Unfortunately, it isn't going to be enough.
Another objective falls into the side of Team Hawk, and honestly, the Valley, at this point, the laning phase is done and dusted. The question is, where do you find the gold effectively and safely? Oh no.
Take a look at the setup here. Min falls, and now Gary, Tempest of Blade just to escape, but take a look at that Hurricane Dance. Finds the Ling, and there you go. Bang, bang, bang. The Valley responds in minute number 6.
A 2-for-0 trade in favor of the Valley, and who in their right mind would be able to pin the Ling there? It was beautiful, but look at this. Super Shark.
Crossbow of Tang finds Super Shark, and now the Valley, they slow down the tempo. They need to be careful here. They won the trade. Team Hack is just finding compensation.
Yeah, with Turtle coming up in about 5 more seconds. Right now, the difference maker is going to be Lola. Min has been struggling to get his harassments down, especially with the Valley playing very defensively. Hoon even opting to go for a Brute Force Breastplate as his very first item after the boots, of course, but he needs to live and needs to start scaling.
Here's Zane. Oh, take a look at the damage from the Dairoth, man. Heavy spin as a defense. Gary will confirm the last turtle in the Land of Dawn. And Gideon, things are looking good for the Malaysians here.
I'm not counting out the Valley just yet. Even though the tier 2s are going to start to fall, the lead doesn't seem to be too far away. It's only 1.77 minutes into the game. It's not that much. The next turtle comes, and now the fight begins.
Almost. Noon Blast not landing though. Ultimate resource, there's information. Hawk might go for the mid side, but Lola almost solo killing Zane there with the help of the conceal just to escape. Now mid side real manipulation just to fast clear. White Chicken misses the wild charge, and there you go, Team Hack with the disengage.
Yeah, it seems like Gary was able to get that blue buff away from Zane though, so it is a little advantage for themselves. They were leading 1,000, now already with a 2,000 gold lead as they continue to press, continue to set their own tempo, denying anything away from Team Valley. And once again, Gary being the ever-aggressive jungler.
You can see here already 5 members from the Valley is in the mid side, failed to defend the tier 1, and Lola, he is very intelligent, taking down the tier 2, well almost TV is just in time to defend that one. Oh, top side. Link Gary finds the red buff, and White Chicken cannot be able to find the kill.
Oh boy, this is well, at least for Team Hawk, they understand their composition has a lot of mobility, so the split push is going well, but we see this problem time and time again. At the end of the day, if this match goes up to 20 minutes, the Valley will eventually start to scale so much harder in comparison to Team Hawk. So right now, Team Hawk is on a timer, and they have to conclude this game as fast as possible.
Right now, we can see that Fried Chicken trying to clear that upper side, but in that 1v1 against Gary, he nearly took him down, so that's how much damage you can expect from a Grok with that particular emblem as well. And it's interesting, right? Because when we see the Ling, we can either see the jungle emblem or this assassin emblem, the killing spree, and the way that Gary has been using it, it really exemplifies how he wants to play in this game. But oh my god, Min! Still able to escape though.
A lot of resources were put out, and he still survived. But take a look, Lola already jumps in towards Zane just to zone him out. 10,000 in the HP Lord. Zane with the conceal will not be able on time, but Newnham last catches too, and now the fight begins. One by one, bodies falling, basics down, and now Team Hawk, they want war. They want Hoon here, who is covered by Shark, but crossbow of Tang by Panda. One by one, bye. Panda finds the double.
Oh my goodness, I was stressing out there. I don't know about you, Eternal, but when you see a situation like that, you got what you want. You had your objective. You didn't have to fight, and yet they did.
They did, and they got the way a better advantage as well. So props to Team Hack for that calculation. As you can see, the Lord is already marching down in that top side. We have 3 members, 4, 5 now up in the air, going to try and defend this. But I gotta say, the Valley, they have really good high ground aside from Panda, obviously from Team Hack.
Yeah, right now, Who needs to be very, very picky about when he uses that ult, right? His ult is the difference maker here, but here we go. Inhibitor in trouble.
Face turret with the defense. Real information popped. Heavy spin connecting on towards 2. No follow-up damage just yet. Basic. He wants to jump in. He needs to be careful as all of the minions is entering the base. But TV, well done. They managed to defend all 3 base turrets.
Beautiful defense. Beautiful defense. Mobazane looking to push as many people away as possible. Fly Chicken even dropping down the Guardian's Baron to ensure no engages are going to happen. And Hoon quickly dropping the real world manipulation to help clear that wave and pose as a threat.
Oh, come on. Quarter HP immediately gets out of there as TV still trying to find the right engage as Team Hack established a 5,000 gold lead. Equipment's what's going on there.
Looking at the items so far, Fried Chicken looks like he's going to be building a Blade of Despair really, really soon, but you can tell who has the advantage. And now, are they going to find it? Is the Valley actually going to get the catch? No, they back off. And that's a good choice because right now Ling is in prime position with 3 items already under his belt. Man, Basic is going to have a really rough time without some support.
Man.
And they spawn man here. Oh, Thicker Wall Charge jumps in and the follow-up damage is just perfect. He falls as the Valley finds some slight compensation. Oh, take a look at 1-1 Panda. Trying to find the crossbow of Tang. Not yet though, playing this rather patiently as they realize that 30 seconds, the next Lord will spawn.
This is going to be really important for them. Team Hawk, 6.3k so far, but if TV is able to hold on, they have a chance to make the ultimate comeback here. But Team Hawk, this is on a knife's edge, man. I don't know. This could really go both ways. I think that here's my theory, right? I think if the Valley, and especially for Super Shark, when he does have his flicker, he's looking to hit 1 or 2 people. He's looking specifically for Lola or maybe even Panda. Panda is a little harder because he can get immune to CC for a little bit, or at the very least cleanse it, but with the help of Boon, and I'm pretty sure he's very close to getting his next item, as soon as he gets that Ice Queen's wand, things are going to start changing.
Thing is, the Valley need to be very careful. With the way that they're rotating as 5, and that gives opportunity for Gary to try and pull another Echo. But look at this, Min is gonna get caught out here.
They need to be careful here as the Lord will not be committed, but now heavy spin as a defense is his right move. Zane gets taken down as the crossbow of Tang is just too huge. Finding the double, can he get the triple? But oh my goodness, 4 bodies from the Valley is in the Land of Dawn.
White Chicken, the only one left to defend this base as Team Hack. They're looking to push that top and that mid side. Will it be enough here, Gani?
We'll see. We'll see. Base turret top side will fall here. White Chicken, the Soul Man, while charged as a Hail Mary. And there you go. Team Hack will find the dub against the NA rep, the Valley.
The next upper bracket slot is going to fall to the Malaysian representatives. Congratulations, Team Hack. And wow, what a game by them. Beautifully executed. Very well done. Very aggressive from that early game. And it was so difficult for the Valley to get any opening on the board.
Upper bracket secured. Even the owner, he's like, nah, don't worry. This is only one step before we take our leaps of faith here at M4. But what a game. Very clean, very tactical, very much on the macro and split pushing of this map.
As an Akai, right, you really want to have that snowball early game to have a foundation. But unfortunately for the Valley, once that Akai like in the behind position, it's just so hard to find and turn the game around because you're an Akai, you're a tank.
Well, there were a couple of things, right? I definitely think that so far, Team Hawk was able to condition the Valley to play a lot more defensively. You notice with a lot of their builds, right? Oh, immediately we're seeing, Brute Force Breastplate, first item build, really depends on the player.